Hey you guys, it's Busy Blue back for another episode of Big Brother. Today I'm going to be reviewing Big Brother Season 19, Episode 7. You guys, I'm so hyped right now that I feel like I just need to get straight into the review. We just need to cut. I'm gonna, y'all know when you watch a good episode of Big Brother and then it's just like you get so hyped. That's how I'm feeling right now. And I'm gonna get into it. First I'm just gonna start with, the episode. Again, we have the individuals who were vetoed, dressing up in their veto costume. The houses try to convince Ramses that he needs. I'm trying to rush through the parts that are kind of irrelevant so we can get to the real stuff that I need to talk to y'all about. So they're vetoed. They basically have a hop around in these toad costumes, which again is a little fitting because Christmas. She already has to hop around. So then having them hop around with her is just an added bonus. So they've talked to Ramses about making sure that he doesn't win the veto. He's supposed to lose it or act like he's losing it and playing it off so that they can change the nominations and everything will be good and Cody will still be going home. Sorry y'all. Sometimes when you have a good episode of Big Brother, you need an ice cold drink with you. This is a vodka tonic. Anyway, so you know, the house is trying to convince Ramsey that hey, he needs to lose it. And then you have Jessica and Cody who are putting faith into Ramses, and maybe he can win this and straight up. Um, if Jessica plays her cards right, I feel like she could become. I wanted to be careful with what I was about to say because she can become likable because she can become the underdog if she plays it right now. She's mean enough right now, but I don't think she's done enough to America yet where she can't still turn this over and change the way she's outlook. What normally happens is the Big Brother house. Once they get one big person out, even if it wasn't a showman, especially this early in the game, they normally leave the person that they were in showmans with alone because they feel like well they have no one, there's no reason. This house, I mean, who knows? So let's get down to the veto so we can get to the fuck shit, okay? So in this veto competition, they were traveling and they had to go from um what are they called? Holding stations, I guess, in the airport, where they were asked a question about the room that they were just in. And if they answered that question right, then their plane flight was on time, and they were able to board and go to the next challenge immediately. If they didn't get the answer right, then their plane flight was delayed, and then they had to do a challenge in order to get to the next stage. They continue to do that from terminal to terminal to terminal until they reach the end. The best thing to do in a competition like this is to observe everything that's happening in the room right before you get into the terminal. And then once you get those questions in that terminal, observe whatever that room is, and then if you get it right, you go to the next terminal. If you get it wrong, you have to go to the delayed room. Playing the challenge, they start with Cody. I was watching this episode with a couple of friends. Was Paul yelling a lot more than he normally does? Because he was giving me extremely loud tease, and the person I was watching was he was asking why is he so loud? I don't know. I know Paul was a little boisterous last season, but this season he's giving me can you hear me, Grandma? Um, it was just like, who are you talking for? Why are you yelling like this? Anyway, he starts off getting it wrong. This is definitely one of those competitions where you, right out the gate, if you didn't, look at the things around you, you're gonna start off wrong. So he got the first one wrong, and then he got into an area where he had to put prices of items together that equaled up to 19. And I don't know how many of you guys like numbers or counting, but it is definitely not my strong suit. So I would have been in there for a long time. He was able to get through the challenge pretty quickly. They did a montage of Matt, Alex, Josh, and playing for the veto, and they were just, I mean, they were that irrelevant that they had like it was just like clips of all of them, and then Ramses played, and he was actually speeding through. Now he only got one of the questions right, my God. But he was actually speeding through all of the challenges that he had to face. In one part of the challenge, if you got the question wrong, you had to go and eat like caviar pate, escargot. In this room, you had to sit in the chair between two people. Now, one was a very, as Matt described him, sweaty, bigger build man, and the other one was giving the Devil Wears Prada. You know, Emily, she would eat. The woman was just very. It could have been Cody's mom, to be honest with you, because that's how resting bitch face. You know, it to be technical, okay, and politically correct. She had resting bitch face. I mean, you had to sit between those two people. Now the sweaty, bigger build man, he's nestling up, and the other one, she's scooching in, but she's not saying anything. She's not here for the fuck shit today. Um, and I mean, no disrespect to Cody. At this point, Josh, but they can switch out any of the house guests right now with resting bitch face. Woman, and I would actually be happy. She was more interesting than some of the people that's in the house right now. CBS, bring her back next year. Moving on. So we get to after everyone plays the Power of Veto, we now go into this suspense drilled, suspense filled a part of the episode where they're trying to figure out who won the veto. They do Josh's name first, and he has a good time of like seven. I don't have the numbers, and truthfully, when I get into what I want to talk about, we not gonna need the numbers. Josh came. They put up Josh's numbers first. It was a modest time. After that was Ramses, and Ramses had a very low time of like 7 minutes and 44 seconds in order to complete this. Now, the way you won this veto is if you had the smallest time, the shortest amount of time. Ramsey at that point, 7 minutes and 44 seconds or 22 seconds, I can't remember exactly. He was now in the lead. After that, they show like Matt, Alex. They were in the 20s in the 11 minutes, 20 minutes. I don't think they knew it was a race. I mean, at least look like we trying to play something. And I felt bad for Ramses because Ramses really did try to throw it. And in a competition like this, you don't know what time is time. You look like you're trying to play for it, but you're also trying to throw it. You don't want to have a time so bad that it's like, okay, this is clear that he was trying to throw it, because who knows what's going to happen in the house. But you don't want it too good where it's like, whoa, was bruh really trying to win? And that's kind of what it came down to. It looked like he was trying to win. So Paul was the only person who could, really get this together and make sure that they can win. And Paul came out on top. His time was actually like 4 minutes and something seconds. Cody's face, my God, gave the most expression it has ever had, probably in Cody's life. Because when he thought that Ramsey possibly could have won, I promise y'all, I think I saw a twinkle in his stone face eye. It was like the Cody face, but I saw a twink. I promise y'all, if you got DVR, you got something, go back and watch it. Cody was a little excited. But yeah, Paul got it, and that was that. I felt bad for Ramses at this time because he continuously said that he was trying to lose the veto competition. And again, in one like this, it's so hard to know whether or not does it look like I've wasted enough time? It's not difficult because you don't know what other people are doing. You're not around. And in his confessional, he started getting worried because now they may be coming after me, and I have to stay on the block because of this whole curse thing. Paul in his confessional, well, now Matt and Paul they go upstairs. And Matt's like, I'm done with the kid. I'm over the kid. Da 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 da. The kid's over. Da da da. And Ramses, I feel bad for him because he really was trying to throw that veto. He just didn't do a good enough job, and he's trying to convince them that he tried to throw it, but he's not giving a good enough case. It's more like, oh, wasn't that crazy? Didn't it almost look like I was gonna win that? It's like, bro, that's not what you need to be doing right now. You need to go over there like, y'all, I had no idea. Wow, I didn't know our time was supposed to be that late. Like something like that. Wasn't it crazy that it was turning? Ramsey, y'all, okay, predictions. The only person I want to win now is resting bitch face seat passenger. CBS, bring her back into the house and let her win. Because I'm over it. During this time period, Evil Dick had made a tweet. He said, I'm so tired of the Paul show. And that's pretty much what it's becoming. And it's getting so tiring and toxic. It was fun to watch Paul last year because his game was so up in the air because of who he aligned himself with and how the power shifts. And his social game was so strong that you were like, okay, is he going to make it out? Is he going to make it out? Will he be able to do it? He was so much more interesting last year because his gameplay was so in the air. This season, he's giving. I want to act like I did the same stuff last year, but maybe I have some power. I'm just not feeling it. I'm just not feeling it. And I don't even want to know how he's coming across to people who this may be the first season they've ever watched, and they're watching this guy yell at them. And I'm not a fan. It really is becoming the Paul show, and I think Cody made a great. I don't want to call it an observation, because he said after they lost the veto to Jessica, they're just gonna take Paul all the way to the end and make him win, and it could happen, and I would be very frustrated about it happening. So now they're talking about whether or not they should get rid of Ramses instead of Cody. It's easier to keep someone who is going to come stab you in the front because now you can keep them at bay than to someone who's going to stab you in the back. And should we get rid of Ramses or should we get rid of Cody? At least we know where Cody stands. Ramses is giving us a back and forth game. What do we do? Look at the ice is melted. Excuse me. So, on to the main motherfucking event. Okay. The veto ceremony. They're going, Paul gives a spiel. He wants to know why we should use it on anyone. Alex, she gives a cute little, you should use it on me. You can bite me or whatever. Ramses, truly said all he could say, use it on me. Do what is best for your game, my game, and the house's game. Then we have, let me start by saying this. Baby 712, if you still watching, I tried my best to like Josh. I put my best foot forward to try to like him. That's over. That's canceled. It's done. He stands up and he has the nerve to turn towards Cody and start saying, you backstab, you've done everything. And no disrespect to the people with the list. People with lists. But he's trying to act so rough and tough and you did this and da 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 da. Josh, look into this. Okay, let me tell you something. CBS, play this to the people in the household. Josh, look into this. You have done nothing in this entire house except for steal the right to stay the first week so that the team would do it because you were so paranoid and got out Megan. Don't you ever. He never even gave a reason for why the video should be used on him because he was too busy talking about people who are actually making moves in the house. Had the nerve to sit here and tell him, Josh, you have done nothing but cry, whine, miss your family in Miami, my God. Production, who picked this person and what part of Grindr did you find him from? I don't understand why he is even here. I'll take rest in bitch face lady over him. Hell, at this point, give me sweaty guy who was sitting next to them when they was eating escargot. Josh can go to the left. Okay, go that way. What blows my mind, needless to say, Paul uses the veto on Josh. I don't know. He nominates Cody, gameplay move. Here's Josh. Slow clapping. If you don't sit your, I can barely tell you how I feel because I miss my family and lost and paranoid and the words don't come out right. I kept saying pass support throughout the whole veto competition. I don't know if I'm playing the game of Big Brother and I'm paranoid about people watching me with in the game show of people with cameras all around me, ass down somewhere. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm over Josh, and he can go that way now. If he left yesterday, it was too soon. I don't respect people because even in his confessional, he's like, yeah, I'm gonna get you out. You thought you were going to this, and I'm the person who's about to. Josh, you have done nothing. You and on the beside every leading man is Josh in the background taking partial credit for shit he has not done. You have done zero things. You guys, when I say I'm so heated, I don't like people who come into the house, sat down, okay? Floaters grab a life vest, okay, Rachel tees, and then want to sit here and act bad. I don't think Josh would be able to huff and puff and blow anything down. And now you want to sit here and talk about whether I would rather Cody stay over Josh any second. At this point, bring back the guy who left first. Oh my God. Why is he here? Y'all, let me calm down. That was the episode. Follow me, Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Busy Blue. I'm trying to calm down. Busy Blue, everything, no E. Tell me what you thought about today's episode. Did you like it? Did you not like it? What y'all think about Josh? Y'all gonna have to do some hard convincing. If you are a Josh fan, you can go that way too. Exit stage left, okay? I just don't get it. I don't like him. I don't respect him. You are not playing anybody's game. He gives me a headache. Shout out to my sister Dominique in the house with her hair wrapped. Peep that I seen it. You know, keep it wrapped up. I'm excited to see what happens tomorrow. Y'all need to stay on me. Make sure that when Big Brother's coming on, you make sure you tweet me, Instagram me, Snapchat me, just to make sure that I'm on it. They changed the time, so I thought that Wednesday it was gonna come on at 9. Oh, I almost missed it. But we're here. My God. It seems like next week we are going to see what happened after the veto ceremony. Maybe somebody put something in Josh's ass. Hopefully. We also get to vote for the next temptation, which is the halting hex. I was too pissed off at Josh and him huffing and puffing to even go and research what it was. Somebody put in the comments what this halting hex does. Hopefully it can halt Josh. Get him out. Is there a rewind, reset button? Okay, let's keep Josh on the block. Oh my God. Y'all, it's Busy Blue. Uh, it's been real. I'm gonna try to finish the rest of my drink and calm down. You guys, write in the comment section if you like this episode. If you didn't like this episode, do you still think that Cody should be home? I like people who come to play the game, which is why Rachel is my favorite competitor, which is why I love Janelle, because at the end of the day, I come to play. And you can hate me. I'm not here for friends or whatever. And I respect all people's different gameplay. Don't get me wrong, because floaters, they make it through. People who play the friendship game, the cooking game, hell, Christmas Day, because Mafia dude was like, she cooked for me. Play whatever game you think you need to play in order to stay into the house. What I don't respect, those people who are not playing but acting like they are. And in my opinion, Cody deserves to be here more than Josh does. I'm big man. Tell me who should be staying. How you feel about Josh? Tell me if y'all also think that we should keep rest the bitch face, have her come back. CBS, bring her back. We'll see what happens tomorrow. Busy Blue. And I will talk to you guys after someone's evicted tomorrow. See you later.